it's Teresa with Wreath Addiction RN. Sorry, everything's kind of crazy. My husband's getting some plugins hooked up for me, and we're just about done. So just give this a moment.
Where do you want this plugged in at?
Wherever you want to plug it in at. I had extension cords everywhere, so not really a good setup. So trying to not burn the house down. It's always good, right? Hi! Hang on, I gotta get my laptop. So this is what you get to do. Hi, Mari. Sorry, everything's kind of crazy. We went shopping today and we got stuff to put in some outlets so that I'm not having cords all over the floor and a tripping hazard. I have that one over there usually. I've got a couple of different wreaths started, and things are kind of a mess right here. Hang on one second though, we're getting things cleaned up. Thanks for joining, I appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by, and if you'd like my page and share my page, I greatly appreciate it. Plus I have a YouTube page, so if you would kindly go to my YouTube page and subscribe. So I was off yet today, took one more day off. My husband took it off with me and we went shopping, and like I said, got some stuff for the outlets so that I'm not gonna burn the house down or kill myself by tripping over cords that are all over the floor. So thank you, dear. He's awesome. So, you know, and he really is a good shopper. He does like to go into some stores. We went into IKEA together today, and that'll be great, Mari. Thanks, I appreciate it. We got some cubicles so I can put some mesh in there, and today they happen to be 25% off, so I was pretty excited about that. And so I got a cubicle and then the casters that it goes on, because we are in the basement, so we don't normally have leaking, but you know, we live in Illinois, so sometimes we get a lot of rain or a lot of snow, and whenever it starts to melt, you know, sometimes the ground gets saturated and we do get some seepage on the floor. So I try to keep everything up off the floor. So hi Deborah, thanks for joining. So yeah, Tracy, that's the first time I've ever been to IKEA, so I wish we'd maybe had a little bit more time to look around. But we looked at everything we wanted to, got some ideas on, you know, storage and things like that. So anyway, I started this wreath last night, and this is with basket weave mesh, and then I have this heart sign that I'm going to put on it. You see, I'm so used to just coming up, I probably could zoom in, but this is the heart sign that we're going to use. And I did 10-inch poofs, and then I also have a St. Patrick's Day, hi Rita, St. Patrick's Day wreath started, so going to work on doing that a little bit. So, you know, it's just, I may not be on for a real long time to finish everything tonight, but I just wanted to say hi to everybody. It's my last, like I said, night before I start back to work tomorrow, and then I'm on call this weekend, so I won't be, I may be working, but there won't be any really planned lives. I may just show up on your feed, and here I am live, right? So that may be how it'll be this week. Catch up on some things, so. But we had a really good day. Like I said, we went to IKEA and we got, I don't remember, what's the name of that? K-A-L-L, Collex or something, that kind of a and it has its own casters, so I'm pretty excited about getting that put up. I went to Pottery Barn. Not Pottery Barn, I always say that. I went to Old Time Pottery, and I bought some more mesh and ribbon for Easter. And then I went to Joann's and got a few more things. Actually, I got Easter and Joann's. I got Easter, St. Patrick's, and I don't even want to know everything, Karen. Thanks for joining. And then I got some St. Patrick's, Easter, and they had their Valentine's buy one, get one, because I told my husband before I went in, I'm like, I am not going to buy any Valentine's ribbon. I don't really need any. Thanks, honey. He's a great supporter. He's so good to me. I'm very spoiled. Where's my white ones at, you think? Oh, there they are, right in front of me. So when I go to the next round, because I did the first outside ring, and then whenever I go to the inside ring, I take a zip tie and I tie it right before the next tie that I'm going to be going to. It just helps it stay in place, so I zip tie it down. And see if I can zoom in a little bit. I don't know if that helps or not. Maybe a little bit. Oops. It wants me to start a free trial. Not today. So anyway, I just take that wire tie and I hook it there, and then this is my next. You know, nothing ever seems to work out, but this is my next pipe cleaner that I'm going to use. I'm not going to tie it now, though. I'm going to wait until I get around and close it to tie it. So, and I'm doing 10-inch poofs. So anyway, as I was saying, my husband's a very good shopper. He'll sit in the car and he'll watch. He's got several shows that he watches. So he'll watch television or listen to a book. He was doing a little bit of both of that today. So he'll sit out in the truck and wait until he sees me come out of the door, and then he'll come pick me up. So I know this mesh was actually from the kit that I got from Lori, and then I got the kit, and then my father-in-law was ill, and then he passed, and I just was, I don't know, working a lot, I don't know. So I did not get to make this kit. So I took the SKU numbers and I stuck it with the ribbon that went with this kit. This is supposed to be for a gingerbread wreath. So I figured, well, no, I need to use it now for Valentine's. So I just, it's called basket weave mesh. And it's very sturdy. So I was pretty excited. Before I came on live today, I sold the Easter wreath that I made on the live a couple days ago, and I posted pictures of it. So that wreath is sold. I'm so excited. So I'm looking for some really cute Easter signs. Getting ready to, sometimes, you know, between making wreaths and searching for supplies, you know, sometimes shopping is good, but the really cute signs, you have to find people are making them. So you have to get on their, you know, websites and hunt, and usually they're all within about the same price range, so it's not like you really have to worry about what's the best price, but a lot of people just make different sayings and different colors and different pictures, so it's really cute mesh. This is going to be for a Valentine's wreath. There we go. Can you see? Scooch it in a little bit. So I thought this was really cute. Where did I get this from? I think I got this from Hobby Lobby, actually. So anyway, just thought I'd come on. Got to get I'm trying to figure out how to rearrange this working system here so that it's more conducive to what I need. I need my hot glue gun over here. I ordered a hot glue skillet. It's actually just a regular electric skillet, and just put your glue sticks in it instead of using the glue gun. So I ordered one of those, and waiting on it to come in. So I need everything here. So now that I'm doing lives, you know, you don't want to have to walk around. I had like a little glue station earlier, you know, when I first started this business. And anyway, so, you know, now that I do lives, you don't want to be leaving your live, you know, in order to go over to another table to glue something or to use your staple gun. So that's one thing I'm probably going to be working on after I get a few more of these Valentines, and I have a couple more St. Patrick's Day wreaths to make. So and I have some mesh already prepared for that. I don't know if I have it all done, but I have quite a bit. Thank you, dear. You're so sweet. So we're looking at, you know, learning how to make signs ourselves, and I don't know the difference between, hi Bev, how you doing? Pat, thanks for joining. Vicky, thank you so much for giving people information. I appreciate it. Hard to keep up on comments and make your wreath. But I have some fellow crafters out there that are helping me out. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. You're great. Hi, Kathy. Thanks, everybody, for joining. If you'd like my page, share my video, please. I'd greatly appreciate it. So, what was I saying? Anyway. So I'm trying to figure out how to set up my room, basically. But you know, I mean, when you tear your room apart and then to set it back up, you're not going to be able to work on a wreath because you just don't do that in an hour. You know, that's usually a day-long project. So I've been looking at other people's things. I keep like my picks and stuff in trash cans that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. And while I like them, I don't really have any place to keep them. And then they fall over, so we're trying to figure out how to like make a stand for them to attach them to the wall, and I don't know. So there's just a lot. But anyway, I enjoy it. It's so much fun. You know, it's like I did go to bed a little bit earlier last night because the Saturday night I was on a live until like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I thought, you know, I gotta have some sleep. So anyway, but I just walk around and I look at what I have and look at the mesh, and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to make, and this is what I'm going to make, and so it is a lot of fun. So this is so cute. I've never done a full wreath with the basket weave before. I've done ruffles with it or curls inside, you know, for like filler, but I've never done a full wreath before. And today I did get my ticket for the business day at the Crafters Convention in Collinsville. And actually my husband's going with me for that. Oh, I was telling you about signs. That's what I was telling you about. So we're looking at making some signs, and if anybody has like a cricket or a silhouette or what's the other, there's another name, cameo or something, tell me, like, you know, because we're looking for signs to put on wreaths. Sometimes my husband's thinking a little bit bigger, like signs for, you know, decorative for your walls and things like that, which I guess some of these signs could be used for that too. But anyway, tell me the difference and what your opinions on those, because I have no idea. So you have this in pink. So yeah, this is really, I mean, and it just fills it in. I mean, that just fills in this 14-inch frame, not a problem. So I am going to cut this and then, and again, zip tie it. That helps hold it so it doesn't come out. And another zip tie. I know this is the mesh I got from Lori for the gingerbread kit, but I wasn't able to get on the live to make it when everybody else made it, and I just never, by the time things calmed down here, Christmas was over, and I thought, oh, that's right, I'll just make it next year. Well, then as I was searching through some of my mesh for what I have for Valentine's, I thought, oh, I'll use this. So I put the, you know, the labels that come in them. Actually, here's a label. This isn't the one, but this is what comes from along with your mesh. So I just took this and stuck it in with the ribbon that came with the kit. So, anyway, so that I'll know to order that next year so that I can make that wreath kit at some point in time. So just take this. I'm trying to find different things to store my tools in. My husband's like in shock that I have tools. So, and I have needle nose pliers that I will get, but everything's in another box because I was moving things around. So I think I'm going to go to Michael's and look for the one that Brenda has from Busy Bee Creations, Custom Creations, I do believe it is. So anyway, she has a really, it's a swivel one, and it come from, she said it came from Michael's. But I got this today from IKEA. That was one of my deals. I think it was only like $4, so I was pretty excited about that little deal. So kind of hold some of my nifty difty tools. So how do you like my cute little hammer? Isn't that cute? My husband, I told him I needed a hammer because sometimes whenever I use my staple gun, my staples don't go in all the way, and I just need something small. I don't need this great big long hammer. And he goes, I think I have just the thing for you. So, and he sure did. So, worked out perfect. I think those are all pretty tight. So, I have lots of different tools. So you cut these off. So, thanks everybody for joining. Again, it's Teresa. How big is my cutting board? It is 36 by 24. I got this from Walmart. I should have just got the big one to begin with, but I didn't know if I was going to do this or not, so I got the small one. Let's see, let me show you. So I have like all three of them. I don't know, they probably make more than that too, but Walmart has these three sizes. So this is the first one I got, and I got this in a kit with the cutter. This is the cutter it came with right here. So that's what I got, and it was cheap because I didn't know. I mean, that was my first wreath that I made, and I am pretty a stickler about sometimes. Hang on one second, sorry. Slow internet. I don't know what's going on. It says something's going on with my internet, so I don't know. So anyway, so, but I take this, like, if I'm going to sit upstairs with my husband and watch a movie and I'm just preparing, you know, just cutting a few things, or I can still use this and take my wreath and my roll of mesh up there and measure, so I do that. Anyway, so I really like that. It travels well. Sometimes I take this, like if he's in the hospital or having tests or whatever. So this is really a nifty thing because I like to use all my time wisely. So, and then the next one I bought was this one, and then it still wasn't big enough. So, like Lori's like, if you have the longer one, you can get 3 cuts. So I'm like, cool. So I went and bought the longer one. So I know this basket weave is so super cute. So I'm gonna move this out of the way. And I bought a couple of new tablets today because I'm gonna make one tablet for like business, like for what I want to do with the business, because there's so many things going through our minds, like, you know, again, I mean, just, I realize it's not a big thing, but even just getting the outlets done, you know, that needs to be done. You know, do the trash can things need to be up on the walls? You know, how soon does that need? I want a shelf, you know, put my containers on, because, you know, you use, you use different supplies from different holidays all year round, and if you put everything away, then you can't get to it. So what I'm going to do is make 10-inch ruffles. I do believe I'm going to do ruffles. Thanks everybody for watching. Sorry about the camera. So I'm going to need I'm about ready to buy a new one of these. One thing about this stuff is it catches your clothes. I try and wear short sleeves, but I'm in a basement, so it doesn't matter if I use this or if I wear a sweatshirt, it catches. I haven't picked out any of my ribbon yet. So yesterday we had a Zoom call. I'm in Lori Jacobs' business group. And I tell you what, I got so much accomplished yesterday. So please, I got my YouTube page set up. Please go and subscribe to my YouTube page. And then I do have everything set up for Etsy. I will be posting some wreaths in Etsy here soon. Got all my shipping and everything set up there. I tell you what, I don't know what I would do if it weren't for Lori, to be honest with you, and the girls in the group, because everybody is so helpful, and you know, we just really want everyone to succeed. You don't have that very often in this type of business. You know, in nursing you have that. It's a lot, not always, but you know, because you're not in competition as a nurse, so usually, you know, you can get your coworkers to share and, you know, help you. But you don't have that in traditional business, you know. So it's like, you know, somebody said, oh, there's a lot of people who make wreaths around here. Well, and there probably are. But I have really good support here. I have really good clientele. I realize that eventually they're probably going to have enough, you know, holiday mat or holiday wreaths and things. That's why I am venturing into, you know, something that you're going to be putting on your walls all year round, switching them out, you know. So, and people change their decor all the time. So 3, 6, 1. So, and this thing just doesn't want to cooperate. So we had a Zoom yesterday about making bows, and then business Zoom. So it was a really good day. She is the greatest. I just love her. Yes, Valentines. I have Valentines started. I've got like a couple of different things. Sometimes I just have to, it depends on what method I'm doing. Sometimes I get like overwhelmed or just tired of the method. I did the sunburst method on one for St. Patrick's Day, and I think I've got everything pretty much done. I may have to make a few more, but sometimes I just can't finish it. So it's over here in a tote that I'm getting ready to put together. So, and that's another thing. Like, I'll get all that stuff done, and then I'll go up and we'll watch a movie together or something. I'll just work on it while we're sitting upstairs watching stuff together. So I spend a lot of time down here by myself too. So we're looking into making some signs, wood signs, and we're just debating on whether we're going to, you know, invest in a cricket or not. learn how to do some additional. I did buy some grapevines. I haven't really done that before. So, okay, so we're going to, let me move this out of the way for just a minute, or over to the side, so I make sure you guys can see. So this is called the ruffle. So you're going to take it and you're just going to scrunch it up. And then you're going to stick it in a tie. Do one more. Just drop everything. I think we were talking about that yesterday too, how when you're doing a live, if something's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong when you're on a live. You could sit here all night, just work on stuff, everything's going to go just fine. Oh, I know what else was I going to tell you, because I've never, I have a bot now that tells you when I'm going to go live. So if you want to know when I'm going to go live, please hit live in the comments and tell me if your bot is working. And it'll ask you some questions. You have to answer the questions. It wants to make sure you're not a robot. So got to answer the questions. So please type live in the comments and let me know if it's working. So we're doing this Valentine's sign. I got it from Hobby Lobby. And then I have some other hearts and things. I may get, I have some, might be two. I have red and white tubing. I think it might be too much, but it might not. We'll see. And I got some heart ribbon, red and white. I'm definitely staying with the red and white. I may, on a bow, I may put some black in there. So, So I live in Illinois. It's pretty cold here, but it's not as cold as people who are out in New York. What's your weather like out there? Let me know if you're getting a response from the bot, please. That would be awesome. So, back to work tomorrow. It's hard for me not to start thinking about what I need to do already. So, but it'll be okay. Just because I want to make sure that I take care of everything that I need to take care of since I was off. So, and again, just trying to set up this area so that, you know, you guys get a good view. I'm thinking about joining another creative group. So I think everybody has different ideas. Lori's been doing this for a long time. She's got great ideas. So I don't think I could make a creative group because I don't think any of the ideas that I have are my own. So. Oh, Texas? Oh, how nice. I'm glad. Yeah, I would like to be in the warm area. I think Lori's in New Orleans. She's at a masterminds conference. So I'm sure it's pretty warm down there. I have a friend that just flew to Florida today. I'm pretty sure it's warm where he's at. Yeah. It was pretty cold today when we were out shopping, but my husband's such a good sport. So, and we both had a really nice time in IKEA. That was, you know, we enjoyed it together. So, I do a lot of things, you know, with my husband. I'm not one that just goes out and hangs out with the girls. So I don't do a lot of things like that, but once in a while I'll meet with some, do lunch, but not very often, to be very honest with you. So, cold in West Virginia. Thank you so much, Mari. I appreciate it. Spread the love. Yep, thank you, Mari. You're so sweet. Lori's very lucky to have you, Mari. Just so you know, very lucky. I don't have any sisters. I have all brothers. So, I didn't have anybody to fight over clothes with whenever I was growing up. Me and my mom went through a small time of that, but my mom was very skinny when I was at home, so, and I was not. So far, this is what we have. I found some really cute, it's not the red truck, but I found really cute truck ribbon at Old Time Pottery. So I'm waiting on some shipments. I ordered some ribbon from Kali. That's all right, Tammy. You're not late. I don't know if eventually I'll get to a point where I will start a wreath and finish a wreath on a live, but I'm not that put together yet. So I'm getting there, but at least you get to see a little bit. I'm doing the ruffle method now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't want to be in Ontario. My husband said that he was getting a alert from one of the travel agents that we used when we went to Jamaica a couple years ago for our 30th anniversary. And of course, yeah, they're promoting cruises right now, you know, Caribbean cruises. It's going to be really nice. And I'm like, yeah, I think that would be something we should plan, but, you know, we didn't. So, of course, they're really inexpensive right now. But so is everybody a wreath maker? Or you just watch, or you just do it for yourself? I ran into a couple of people when I was on late night that just do it for themselves. They don't sell. Where's my other little thing? There it is. Hey, at least you have your mom. I wish I'd do anything to have my mom back. So just remember, someday she may not be around. And then just cherish the times. I know it's hard. I was always aggravated with my mom too. Like, why does she need to know that? Why doesn't she understand I'm busy? Why do, you know? I know, but I miss her today. One thing about this mesh is that when you're using the basket weave, first time of your work, maybe I'll see you in the museum before and others. You might. Thank you for watching. So you're in Laura Jean's wreath room, is that where you're at? Evidently. I just cut 12. Must have cut too many. Oh, really? I'm trying to think. The only Valentine's wreath that I made for myself last year, and it's pitiful looking, so I need to pull it out and fix it up. I didn't sell any Valentine's wreaths last year. And so far I have sold 4 already. So I'm going to be delivering 4 wreaths tomorrow. Good night. Thanks for joining, Patricia. I know, those phones. I probably ought to check mine too and get it charging. Yeah, so here's what we have so far. And then I will cut this off. And I will be using, probably going to stick that over here. I'm going to probably do a bow here. Let me show you some ribbon choices. Coming. So, I don't know. So I think a white base would be good. So, white on the bottom. So I'm not sure that I want to do this one because there's white on the bottom. Can you see me? I need to move my camera closer. I'm not sure. So anyway, so there's this one. It's got some black in it, and probably when I make my bow, it will have black in it. So and then I have this. Then I have the red. It's very similar to this one, but red and gold. This one has gold in it. So I'm not so sure about that. Kind of like this one. What do you think? Oh, Laurie. Oh, yes. Yes, definitely. Yeah, Lori Jacobs. Yes, absolutely. So, let's see. Alright, so let's see. Whoops. Alright, so then I got this one from Joann's today. And then I got this one. I only got 2 because I do have several, and I'm probably not going to be making a lot more Valentines. I know it sounds really crazy because we're not even into February yet, but I did get some more shamrock stuff because I don't have really a lot of shamrocks. Oh, I got this one too. I got 2 more because yeah, it was buy one get one at Joann's on the Valentine's, so I may stop in there again and see. And I got some Easter ribbon, and it was only 30% off, so it's not a great savings, but I really am having a hard time finding some Easter stuff, so. Anyway, I got quite a bit of ribbon again, so I definitely have to figure out something with the ribbon situation because I'm running out of room. And I got this lime green and white, and then I got, this is fabric mesh. It says decorative, but this feels like fabric mesh. So, and then I got the blue and white, so I was pretty excited about that. So I got 2 rolls of each of that. And that was all from Joann's. So I just thought these were so cute too. Look how bright colors that is. Isn't that adorable? So. I just like to shop and get on a live and show you what I bought. Sometimes that's fun. Anybody have any suggestions on the ribbon? So, and then I did buy a couple of signs from Joann's. I'll show you those in just a second. So, I bought 3 signs. one Easter. This says Happy Easter. And then this one says the Bunny Trail. And then I got the green ribbon to go with that. I thought this would be really cute on a burlap. So I thought that was cute. Thanks for joining. And then I got this one for St. Patrick's Day. I thought this was really cute. So they had another one that said something else. I don't think, they might have even said just Happy St. Patrick's Day or something like Luck of the Irish or something. But I really thought this one was cute. So, boy, the thing's really far behind. So anyway, so those are some of the things I got. So anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do. Let me see. I might use these two. You're definitely thinking the white. Definitely not the pink. Not the red and gold. So I ordered a thing called Perfect Tails yesterday, and that will help make my ribbons. I always use 12-inch ribbons for the most part, so I'm going to cut some at 12. So, what else is going on? What did you guys do today? Did anybody else have today off since it was Martin Luther King Day? I usually do these in a couple of, this one happens to be a 10-yard, like, because the more you get on there, the longer it is. It's really not 12, so I do it in about 3, and then I do 3 more, and then 3 more is what I usually do. So it's 12. I have 12 places for ribbon. So. So I was just watching Brenda, and she's got some signs in her Etsy shop. I think I'm going to go and look at those. I found she had some really cute Easter signs. So I'm going to look at those. I got a few on order. One, I got a notice that some of them are being shipped today. So I don't know about any of you guys, but after I've been off for a few days, it's really hard to get motivated to go back. And then you think of all the things I was going to do while I was off, you know, like I was going to take down some of my winter decorations. Not that winter's over, but I don't even have my Valentine stuff up. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Please like my page, and I've seen some people typed a live alert. Can you tell me if that worked? Hi Molly, thanks for joining. Like my page, share my video, I'd greatly appreciate it. Share the love, as Casey says. she's got a really sick family, so I feel really bad for her. I don't miss those days at all, and I hate it when my grandkids get like that. They get sick, and there's, you know, it's draining. It's so draining, trying to get everybody healthy and stay healthy. Hi, Melody. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Like my page and type live in the comments, and then answer the questions so that they know that you're not a bot, a robot, and that you really want live alerts when I go live. So I think you have to type live. I don't even know if I put that in there. Type live, L-I-V-E. Jean, thank you. I appreciate it. And then I also have a YouTube page, YouTube channel. I always say that wrong. I'm getting, takes a long time to upload your videos to that channel, so I am working on that. I get sidetracked. I start working on it, and then I get sidetracked on doing something else and forget to go back and upload them. So I just thought I'd download them all to my computer, and then that way, as I get time, then I can upload them to the YouTube channel. So I just feel like so good though. Yesterday we just got so many things accomplished business wise, and I still have to make a couple of phone calls tomorrow. I hope I'm not too swamped that I don't forget to do that. So, but I need to call the state and see about getting my tax exempt number. And my husband called and they told him some stuff and told him to print this form, and whenever you go to the store you just give them this form. But I don't know, everybody else says there's a number, and a number that starts with an E, so I don't know. So I'm going to call again and see if I can't figure it out. So, hi Sue, thanks for joining. Sydney, Australia, thank you Dorothy. Wow, I'm like super excited. Thank you so much. Hey Tammy. Type live in the comments, L-I-V-E. And it will tell you when I'm going live. Does anybody have any preference on which ribbon to use? This one, I'm thinking not the gold. So I'm thinking the silver. Because I got silver on here and I don't want gold. So, yeah, I'm so excited. I'm going to start saving my money so I can go to Sims. And then I also, because I'm going to the Crafters Convention in June in Collinsville, and I know last year when they came, they all went to Pottery Barn, so, not Pottery Barn, I always say that, Old Time Pottery, so I'm pretty excited about that. I would like to have some money so I can just spend the day with, hopefully, whatever Soul Sisters are coming. I know Lori's going to be there. You know, several of them are going to be there because they're going to be presenting. So I'm so excited about going in June. And my husband's actually going for the business day. So, because we really want to take this to another level with making signs and stuff. He does enjoy doing that kind of stuff. So we just never really have the time or I don't know what it is. We just didn't do it. So I think we're really looking forward to making this business more of a, diverse business with signs and things too. So not just for my wreaths, but for other things. So anyway, any preference? They're really very similar. This one's kind of hollowed out, and this one is solid. Trying to think if I have how much is in this? Is this? So if I don't have two of this one, then we may not be able to do it because it may not be enough. So I think we're probably going to have to go with this one. I don't know if I'll be able to get 12 out of this or not. I could use this in the you never know. We might bring you one when we come up. So I'm pretty excited about, you know, spending some time. Last year, the Soul Sisters had a pajama party, so I'm thinking, that's pretty cool. Like I said, and they're right in my backyard, so I'm definitely going to that. And then Wreath Makers Live, I'm pretty sure was sold out. I'm just going to see if there's going to be enough before I even attempt. Oh, that should be enough. Hi, thanks for joining. Clara, thank you. Either will be beautiful, thank you. I missed someone's comment. Oh, Alan. I think you were on one of my lives before, Alan. I need to find your, I tried to find your comment before so I could go and like your Facebook page. I tell you what, I guess the sicknesses are starting to really hit people. I'm going to be full of glitter. I know even though I dust off and change clothes, I know my bed's full of glitter half the time. So, my dog even has glitter on him. The one in Collinsville. You'll be there, Tammy? Oh, that'll be awesome. Yes, I think it's going to be really good. So, my husband's going to go to the business day at that one, and then, and we may decide, we still have some time to decide about that one, whether he's going to go. So, he may decide to go. We just haven't figured out. He's kind of worried. He said, "Are other husbands going?" And I said, "I don't know." I know. Isn't that exciting? I don't know how I got to Australia or to the UK, but somehow somebody knew somebody that knew somebody, right? Thanks for joining, guys. Is anybody else going to be taking their husbands? Yes, I am definitely going to the convention in Collinsville. It's only about 30 minutes away from me, so that is like a no-brainer. So I really don't even have to stay in a hotel. I'm not quite sure if we will or not, because it's 30 minutes from home, so it just depends on. So, 45. You're 45 minutes away. Where do you live? No, I wanted to. I almost did. I was actually on call that weekend, so it was like short notice. I just really kind of got into the watching more and more live videos. Like I watched a lot of Lori's recordings, and so I don't know. Anyway, I didn't go, but I watched them at Old Time Pottery, and I was just there. I was so upset that I didn't get to see them there. I would have been so excited to meet them there. But no, I was very upset that I didn't go, so I'm not missing this one. So, Moscow Mills, Missouri. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I love to go to New Orleans too, so I'm definitely, I don't know if I'll make it this time, but that's definitely one I'm going to be going to. And then Scott said something about that they were going to try and plan them so that they were 6 months apart, which is even better. So, because, right now you go to the one in June and then you go to the next ones in August. So, that's really going to make it hard, to go to two of them that close together. And if you want to have a vacation with your family, so I need 2 more. No, maybe I won't. Gonna be close. 2. Let's hope. And I'm not good about figuring out yardage. It's not my good thing. I am from Beneld, Illinois. I live like right off of Interstate. Hi Lisa, thanks for joining. I live right off of Interstate 55. Pretty much it's like 5 miles off the interstate. So I live in between like Staunton, Gillespie, and there's a little town called Beneld. It's right off of Route 4. And I actually work in Fairview Heights. Well, that's where the main office is. But I'm a travel hospice nurse. So I only have to go to the office once a week usually. So, and then I'm on call once a month. And I'm usually on call every Sunday night. So, but I wasn't on call last Sunday night. Am I in Katie's group? No, but I don't know about either Katie joining an additional group or not. What do you think, Melody? Are you gonna? I'm only in Lori's. I'm in Lori's. What is it called? Wreaths on steroids, or what is it called? Wreath therapy on steroids. But I love Katie. She is so, she goes live a lot. She does a lot of things. So I don't know. And then I was on Brenda's live today, and she said they go live every Tuesday night. And that's the one thing I do miss, because Lori's, that one live is always on Tuesday afternoon, and I can't normally ever be on that one, so unless I'm off that day, and it just doesn't. So I only get one live or one Zoom call really a week, so it's all right, but yesterday's Zoom was so good. We got so much done. Hi, Dorothy. So are you in, oh my gosh. You're sick? Yeah, I tell you what. I feel bad for Casey, Lemon Jello. I mean, her family has really got it. Tell you, I'll be awful. I'm just praying that none of my grandkids come down with it. Last year, my son was overseas, and my daughter-in-law is in nursing school. So the kids got sick, and I took off a day of work, so that, because she had a test she couldn't miss. Hey Susan, how are you? So working on some Valentines wreaths. Sometimes I have this stuff cut ahead of time so that I'm not sitting here just jibber jabbering and cutting. So I'm cutting V's. Dovetails, I call them V's, in the bottoms of my wreaths. And that's one thing that I didn't mess up on a lot, but cutting away from you sometimes. When I was teaching Cloyd, I had to make, well, I didn't have to, I made wreaths for the church. And so I had him helping me by cutting ribbon, because I made 10 wreaths. And that's a lot of ribbon to cut and dovetail. So he holds it up. He goes, whoops, we can't use this one. He cut it backwards. But, you can't help it, so. Oh, yes, good. I'm glad they are better. I miss her because, you always see her. She's always on the Zooms, and she's always, joining in on your lives. She's a great support. And she's noticed when she's not out there, Casey is, so she's missed, definitely. So I'm hoping Lori made it down to New Orleans. I'm sure she's with Damon, and I don't know if they've gone live or not. I think they were going to do a meet and greet. I don't know if that was tonight or not. So, but yeah, I want to plan a trip to Sims. We have my husband has some friends that live out in North Carolina. I don't know if it's anywhere close to where Sims is, but you can make anything close, right? So, hi Debbie, thanks for joining. Have to take a drink. So, all right. So I'm going to do one of each. And I just squeeze them in the middle and kind of flop them. And then stick it in here. I don't know. That'd be good either. Let's see. We'll do a couple more. I think we're our own worst critics, though. That's for sure. So I did get. I have to look for some wooden signs. I think Crazy Chicken Lady, she makes some wooden signs. I'm going to see about getting a rabbit from her and then painting it. That's a new venture for me. I've not painted. Has anybody painted any signs before? I know Lisa has with Lisa's Chic Creations, is that? And I think she's painted some signs before, and then she's put stuff on with like a Cricut. So, hey Sherry, I have to call you tomorrow because something got delivered here for me to my house. So I'll be talking to you in the morning. It's not a big deal, but it's crazy. So did you make it through last night okay? Or got a call from the manager yesterday afternoon. Thanks, Sherry. My coworkers are great supporters of me. So, and several of them have purchased not one, but two different wreaths that I've made. If you want an alert when I go live, type in live in the comments. I may call you after I get done with my Zoom so that we can talk, but it's not a big deal, Sherry. So it's not a big deal. I think, are you on call this weekend, Sherry? Are you and I on call together? So anyway, oh good, thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it. I tell you what, you know, as I was telling them on the Zoom call yesterday, that sometimes I was fearful of like going live and not having everything together, or, you know, making mistakes. But, you know, that's really what gave me the courage to keep trying, because I watched other people, you know, make mistakes and not, you know, not really, I mean, not have it all figured out. You don't have to have it all figured out. It's, you know, it's not right or wrong. You know, if you make a good product and you make a good price, you're going to sell your wreaths. And that's the thing. I mean, my prices are very reasonable, especially for the area that I live in. And I'm probably going to make some more, I guess you would say, elaborate ones, you know, and put them on Etsy. But I'm not going to do a lot because I don't want them sitting out there. It's not about, thank you for sharing my video, I appreciate it. It's not about making them and putting them on Etsy. It's about making them and selling them and making some more. That's my thought. So the more I sell, the more I can buy more supplies and make some more. So, you know, I do have a full-time job. I love my full-time job. So I do this as a business. Don't get me wrong. I need to, you know, make some money at it, and I am making a little bit. Don't get me wrong, but this is, at this time, it is not my sole income. So can it replace some of my income? It could. You know, I'm just taking it a day at a time and doing what I like to do and making a good product. And I'm not ruling anything out. I love my job, but I love making wreaths. And like I said, maybe it'll change some things in my life, you know, and with me and my husband. You just never know. So whatever God's plan is, it's God's will, not mine. I just am providing the skills. He gave me the skills. I'm putting them to use, basically. Hi, Linnell. Thanks for joining again. So, I still have to post a couple more of the wreaths that I got done. I don't know if you guys saw. I don't know if I actually had the heart one done, or the. I'll show it to you. I think no, it's hanging up back there. I just took a picture of it last night, and haven't had a chance because I was shopping all day today to post it. So I got new glasses today. I picked them up. I'm not sure if I like them or not. They keep sliding down my face. When you're there, you know, you think they're tight enough, and then you leave and you wear them for 4 and 5 hours, and the next thing you know, they're sliding down your face. So because I don't have any more of that ribbon that I just put on here, when I make my bow, I'm going to use this ribbon here in place of that. So it's going to be, and then I'm going to get some plain red and probably a black and white, and then probably the white too. So it's probably going to have the white, black and white, and that. And then I'm going to have the sign on here. So, and I have some hearts. I'll probably stick some hearts out there. I also have, lots of things. I'm going to zoom out. So, I may stick something. These are cute. I may put these in here so it'll pop. Stick those out to the side of one area. I just have to look through here and see what all I have to make it pop a little bit. So we'll see. I'm probably going to make maybe a swag with one of these, like for a centerpiece for a table, or you can put it on over your mailbox. And I also use mine. I'm probably not going to make one, but I have made them for over the headstones, tombstones of my parents' grave, and it really, I mean, they have one on there now for Christmas, and then I did one for 4th of July, and it just really sets your parents or your loved ones' headstone apart from the rest, let me tell you. So if you ever want something for your parents' headstones, please let me know. I do make them. I can make something that just fall or just spring, or, you know, something patriotic, especially if your parents served in the military. My dad did. He was in the Army. So I will definitely be putting some out there. My kids serve right now, so I'll be putting something out there. But yeah, let me know. Message me, and I'll definitely make you one. All right. stuff out or not. Bows are not my friend. So let me show you a couple more things and then I'm gonna head off here. You can kind of see that Be Mine Valentine's behind there. So this one is the one that I made partially on Alive. I finished it. It's done. It's made out of 2 candy cane wreath forms. So when I added some hearts to it. So anyway, so that one's going to be posted soon. And then I have this Be Mine that I'm going to post. I think this one is super cute. It's one of my favorites. And this is one that I tweaked, and I still may tweak a little bit more. The only thing I don't have for this, it could be an spring, or I can get a sign, because it does have the butterfly over here. I don't know if you can really see it that well in this, but you can see it when you're next to it. So, but anyway, or I could get a sign for this one too that says like Happy Easter, or you know, Welcome Spring, or something like that. So I haven't really found one that matches the color, so I'm gonna possibly either see if I can get someone to make one. I got some signs from, I think it's called Doodlebug Lane. Thank you for all the hearts. And her name is Janet Cook, I do believe. I don't know if she's on here or not. But anyway, she's making some signs for me. She's just up and coming. And hers are metal signs too. So I may find a sign. I don't know. We'll see. I also thought about a sign that says something like Butterfly Kisses on it or something. I don't know. I'm trying to think of different sayings. Something that you won't find in the store, you know. And then, of course, always biblical verses are always really good. And I enjoy reading those. Anyway, so I haven't decided if I'm going to post this one the way it is, or so yeah, we're going to have to do something about that. And last but not least, the one thing that I'm going to work on a little bit later tonight, and maybe upstairs while I'm just watching television with my husband, is this on a, I have this in the center, but this is the sunburst that I did, so, and I'll just connect these. So I have these, this one doesn't have any on it, so, and I'm just going to go around the 2 center. Cheaper places, you know, I mean, like, so this mesh here that I used, I mean, it depends on what you're going to use it for. I buy stuff from Hobby Lobby. I know there's some people that refuse to do that. The one thing that I do when I use a Hobby Lobby mesh, like tonight, I use this basket weave. This is a higher quality mesh. I didn't have to go around it twice. If I'm using Hobby Lobby, I'm going to go around the outside and the inside, and then I'm going to zigzag, and I'll try and do another wreath like that too, so that you can see. But I'm going to go zigzag it, so it just gives you more coverage. One thing I don't want to see, I do not want to be able to see the frame through my mesh. Even though you may be adding some filler, sometimes if it's too thin, even adding filler isn't enough. So I do it zigzag, and then I still add filler because I want good coverage. And Hobby Lobby, I don't know how if they're all on the same rotation, but my Hobby Lobby, this is the week that everything's half off. So I know whenever stuff's half off. Ribbon's half off, mesh is half off this week. Last week it was floral, so every other week it's half off. So I go there and I use that. But I think, you know, you have to realize that you're going to use the whole roll. So is it way out? You know, you watch different, let's see, I went to Old Time Pottery. I can't say that their stuff is cheap there, but it's good stuff. I got a lot of fabric mesh from there, the stuff that I picked up some stuff today. I don't want to go through all that and keep you guys forever. But I got some fabric mesh from Old Time Pottery. You have to watch their ribbon. Their ribbon, sometimes you're paying $4 for 5 yards of ribbon. That's not a deal. You know, if you really like it, then do it. But if you need, if you can wait, I get a lot of stuff I order from Craft Outlet. It's not cheap, but the one thing with Craft Outlet is you build up points. So I think you get like 50 cents for every dollar that you spend, and then you can use that, and take off. Used it to take off price at the end when I check out. So I hope that answered some of your questions, Valerie. If you have any other more specific questions, I can try and help you. But I started off really inexpensive. I still watch. I mean, you want to make a profit. You want to produce a really good wreath, but you don't want to spend, an astronomical amount, because then if you're only making $5 off of a wreath, is it really, unless you're just really doing it for a hobby, is it even worth it? You should just make them for yourself then. So anyway, on this wreath, I'm going to do every other one. So this one has none. This one has a ribbon. Then I'm going to do one without. And then where's the other? I have another ribbon too. So I have two different kinds of ribbon. So this one just has the little shamrocks in it. Now this little one is not wired, but the one underneath it is. And let's see. So here's my tub of stuff. So let me see if I can find one that has the other ribbon. So anyway, so this mesh is actually from Hobby Lobby. Also, this is their short 5.5 inch mesh. I also use Dollar Tree mesh when I do this method. I just did not have enough Dollar Tree ribbon to do, or mesh to do this method for this wreath. So I didn't want to start. I don't mix. There are not a lot of difference, but the Dollar Tree mesh is a little longer than the Hobby Lobby. So I'm pretty particular. I do not like to mix those. Some people do, some people don't. Doesn't bother them, but I don't like it. So it's not that it looks bad. It's just my brain, the way my brain works. So, and it's going to take about 8 bundles per section, between 6 and 8 bundles per section. These sections on the corners, rounding, are a little bigger, so it could possibly be 8 or 9. I think I don't think I had any more than 8 in any section, but I did a different method. I did curl rolls, so on the Valentine one, I did rolls. So anyway, so there it is. And then this is going to go in the center. I think that'll be super cute. So, anybody have any questions? Thank you again for coming and joining. I appreciate it. Like my page, share my page, go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate it. And I will hopefully see you soon this week. I know I will not see you over the weekend because I'm going to be on call. So I will not be in that. I might be wreathing, but I will probably not be on a live. But I'll probably be watching people's lives this weekend. That's what I'm going to do. In between going out and doing calls, I'm going to do some stuff with wreaths. That's my plan. So I'm going to finish up these so that I can post some stuff to my Etsy page and then shop. That'll be fun. So, all right, again, thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to get off here. It's a long live. So have a great night. Thank you again. God bless you all. Thanks. Bye.